Trader X here with Day Trading the Chart. It is Tuesday, July 23rd, 2019. The market's about to open. I'm about to get started trading. So I've got two really good stocks here. Two gappers. RLGY up $1.28, up 24%. I can short it. And CHMA up $1.24, up 20%. Again, I can short it. I can short both of these stocks. So whether they go up or down, I can take advantage of what my trading system says. So I'm going to start. This is RLGY. I'm going to look at both of them here, but ready to take an entry. It's about 3 minutes away before the market opens, and when it does, I'll come back. Okay, getting some shares long here. CHMA. Okay, I've got 10,000 shares long. Alright, CHME going ballistic here, up 14,000. Preparing order to sell. Taking it, okay, looking at it now. Okay, I'm going to take it right here. Alright, taking it here. Wow, that is one incredible move up. It just shot straight up. Let me check this right here. This thing just shot up from 760 up to 920. That is a $1.60 move in less than 30 seconds. A $1.60 move in less than 30 seconds. Well, now that is really something. This thing is really in play. We're going to play this some more. Oh, this is not over with right here. This, I don't know what's going on with this stock, but something's going on. And we're going to play it. We're going to play it today. We can just go ahead and focus 100% on this stock right here. Incredible. Let me take a closer look at the chart. It went up $1.60 in less than 30 seconds. Now, that's what I call a move. That is really good. That's how you profit 15,000 real quick in 30 seconds. And what do you do when you have that profit? Do you jump for joy and want to, go for double? Maybe triple? Or quadruple? No. Not if you're a day trader. You're a day trader. You take your profit. Just like you just saw me just do. You take your profit. Now, I'm going to use big trade on it. And it doesn't matter whether it's going to go up or whether it's going to go down. I'm going to catch it. And with a lot more shares than just 10,000 this time. We'll double those shares to 20,000. And from that kind of a move, I would estimate we should be able to hit a dollar move, whether it goes up or down. So that will put me at another $20,000 trade today, which would put me at a $35,000 day. You ever see anybody make $35,000 in a day before? You might just see me make it today, if all goes as planned. But this stock has some serious potential for trading today. Let's go take a look at it. Does it have any kind of a history? Well, nothing like what it just did. Look what it just did. You can't really see it yet on the chart, but it just made one radical move up in 30 seconds. That's big. That's very, very big. That's how I made 15,000 so quick. I saw it on my portfolio window and was like, I'm up 6,000? And I looked at it and saw it shooting up. And the next thing I knew, I was up 15,000, What do? Panic? Wait to see what it's going to do? No. When you have profits like that, take them. What if they keep going higher? Use my system. We're going to be able to catch it. Doesn't matter what it's going to do. If it comes all the way back down, we'll catch it. If it goes back up even higher, we'll catch it. It's called big trade. And we're going to use easy entry for the entry. And this is what I show and teach other people how to do in my courses, is be able to catch these trades. Now, if you take a look at the news, you see this company, CHMA, I'm not sure here. Maybe not. I thought it was... Okay, never mind. But let me just put it this way to you. Here would be my guess. If you, right where I sold it at, way up here, I don't know the exact price I sold it at, you can see it on camera, but wherever I sold it at way up here would have been the perfect time, not just to sell for profit, but to short also. And it's probably just going to come all the way back down again. But, you know, I'm not into taking gambles. I'm going to use my system on it. And my system will tell me what it's going to do today. Hasn't told me yet, and if it comes down, yes, I'm missing out, but if it does go back up, my system will tell me, and then I'll catch it going all the way back up, like as if I was a magician and ace the trade. Or if it's going to go down, my system will tell me to go down. That way I can go with 20,000 shares short and ride it all the way down with assurance, without having to worry. So that's what I'm waiting for. I'm waiting for the big trade signal. And when I get it, I'm going to take it and come in with 20,000 shares, either short or long. There's enough shares available, right? So let me check again. Well, there's only 69,000. At least 69,000. But should be enough. They say that, and then there's more a lot of times. So I'm going to use my system on this. This is going to be big trade using easy entry as the actual entry and as the indicator. And this will be for a big trade today. I'm basically just going to focus on this one stock, because that's all I really need to focus on. I've already made 15,000 from it already. I could make another 15,000 from it. So, anyway, I'll come back. By the way, when you're trading, here's a little piece of advice. When you win, don't get all excited. When you lose, don't get all mad. These things will only get in your way. Instead, think of it like you're a robot and you don't have any emotions. You just think logically, and your goal is to make money. So therefore you need to get the direction right. You need to get your exit right. You need to control your losses with the proper stop, etc. You need to execute the orders correctly, not make mistakes. Not go long when you should have shorted, not go short when you should have went long. Not be short and then sell even more shares short, or be long and buy even more shares long on accident. Stuff like that. You need to take away the mistakes. Bring in the right opportunity with the right trading system, which is, mine. I mean, if there was a better trading system than mine, guess what I would be using? I would be using that better trading system. I use mine because it's the best. At least it's the best one that I know about. I don't know of anybody who can get as many trades right as I can. So, except for the guy who taught me, he could get a trade right every single day. He was good for one trade every day, and he would get it right every time. I used to just marvel at how he could do that when I first started, when I was a beginner. And I realized that I would sit there and trade and trade and trade and be spinning my wheels, not getting anywhere. I feel like, man, I'm trading, I'm doing all this trading, but I'm not making any money. I'm basically just breaking even. And because I'd win some and then I'd lose it back, and I'd win some and I'd lose it back. I'd be like, man, it's hard to get ahead. And I'd see him, and then I trained underneath him, and he'd just watch. He'd just sit there and watch. And then when he entered the market, he would enter, and you could be rest assured 9 times out of 10 for sure, it would be right. His entry would be right. Not only that, but he was just a genius at trading, where he could get his exit and ace it. I'm talking about ace the exit. I still to this day do not know how on earth he was capable of doing that. Except to say, he's just a natural trader. It takes an instinct that can't not be taught. But I learned something from him. I learned how the mathematics of trading take into account, where you can just take one trade and get it right the vast majority of time. Guess what happens? Your account just starts going higher. Yeah, the spinning of the wheels stops. And even though you're only taking one trade now. Think about that. I'm looking for a signal. I don't see one. You're only taking one trade per day, right? But when you get it right, let's say 80-90% of the time, and you make some good money from it, good profit from it, your account just starts to grow. And that's what I started doing. I started following him, and I realized that my account was growing now. I was like, wow, I was taking 20, 30 trades a day before, and just basically spinning my wheels. Of course, this is when I first started trading, and before I learned really how to do it, really. But I realized from him, this is like 20 years ago too, I realized from him that you don't need to trade a lot. What you need to do is increase your success rate. That's all you really need to do. And then what that allows you to do is take your money and play larger and larger and larger with assurance, because you realize all of a sudden you've learned this trick where you can get it right 90% of the time. And I learned how to do that from him. Not just, I could do it on my own, where I could isolate a trade and be successful with it 90% of the time. That's where it all started from. That's where my trading all started from. And it's how I started learning, how I started to think about trading, was that no matter what you do, you want to keep that success rate extremely high. If you can do that and cut your losses short, now you have a winning system. Now you can make money. Otherwise, you're either going to spin your wheels, or even worse, you're going to lose money. Yeah, and it's real easy to lose money. I mean, you go the wrong direction, get faked out, get scared. It's easy. But if you have the right system and have the right practice and everything, it's actually really super easy to make money too, because all you need to do is be going in the right direction and do that the vast majority of time. See, that's what most people fail. Is sure, they can get a trade right and they can get another trade right, but if you look at their average over a period of time, their average is low. This is never good. You must bring the average way up high, just the exact opposite of low. You just need to bring it up really high, even if that only means taking one trade per day. Because that's all you need, is one trade per day. You just need to get it right every day. Now, fast forward many years from there, let's say 10 years after that, I actually discovered and developed my own trading system that takes advantage of this high success mathematics, so to speak, where you can take trades that automatically have a very high success rate to them by default, already built in. Watching for a signal. Stand by, I think we're going to get a signal here. Need to look at something. Yes. Okay, order prepared. Looking for a signal. Okay, I've got it. Taking the trade. Going ahead with 10,000 shares long. I've got a market master long entry. Before I go in with 20, I want to get a big trade. Need to be prepared for the order to get back out, just in case this entry is wrong. Remember, every trade, it either works and goes as planned in the right direction, or you get out at the designated area to get out. Not area, the designated tick. Just watching it here. Still have market master long entry. Wow, that was one incredible move up. $1.60 in 30 seconds. You don't see that too often. Uh-oh. Alright, where's my out? Okay, I've got my out here, ready to go at market. Let's see what I want to reverse there. No. I mean, it would be a short entry, a market master special short entry. Probably should reverse there, yeah. I always should wait for a big trade signal though, just to be absolute sure. Using easy entry. Just to be absolute sure. Okay, technically I still have a long signal here off market master. Remember I explained the logic to you before, where if it's not a short signal, then it's still a long signal, or vice versa. If you were short, if it's not a long signal, then it's still a short signal. It's either one or the other. Okay, moving back up here. Market master long signal is moving up. Okay, we might be able to catch it here. Might be able to catch it here for a big trade. Up 16.7. 17,000. 17.5. Okay, shooting up really good here. Alright, get ready to get back out of this thing. I should have bought 20. Okay, just wait until you get the... I'm going to wait until I get a big trade on it. I will go in with an extra 10. Okay, it's continuing to move up here. Now up 18,000, 19,000, 20,000. 20,000. Okay, let me see here. We're at 840. The top is sitting at 925. Okay. I'm waiting for a signal, but right now all I still have is a market master long signal. I don't have anything else right now. But I am looking for a signal. I'm obviously very interested to know whether the signal is going to say to go long, if it's going to go up, or if it's going to roll over here and come back down. Okay, I will come back. Okay, I guess this stock wants to be a moneymaker today. Here it goes again. All right, up 20. Ready to get out of the trade. If it spikes up, we're to go to 860. If it spikes up enough, I'm going to get out. If it spikes up to $9, I'm definitely going to pull the trigger and get out. In fact, if it spikes up to 875 or 880, I'm going to pull the trigger and get out. And or if it gives me a market master short signal, I'm going to get out. Or if it gives me a market master long signal, then I'm going to stay in. Currently up 18,000. I'll come back. Okay, looking for a signal here. Ready to get out of the trade. Ready to get out of the trade to lock in the profit if it goes short. Looking for a market master signal. Still don't have a signal. Okay, it's a long signal. It's going to shoot up more here. We're at 50. I'm looking to get out about 75 or 80. Let's see, what's it doing? Okay, it might shoot up here. If it does, I'm going to take it. 10,000 at market, ready to go. Okay, currently up 20,000 on the trade today. Yeah, I'm up 20,000 total on this instrument, CHMA. When you're in a trade using my system, don't let any kind of emotions get to you. Just use the system. Focus on the system. Only think about the system. If the system says to stay in and go long, then stay in and go long. Don't think about the money. Think about the system. What does the system say? Follow the system. At the same time, if you've got a ridiculous amount of money, take it. Just take it, ask questions later. Okay, looking for a movie. Okay, here it comes, ready to get out of the trade. Darn, just up one more time, please. Where is this? Oh, no, don't come back down. I should have taken it. Just paid the price right there. Only got a second, and I didn't take it. If it goes back up one more time, I'm going to take it. This time I will take it. What did it hit? 880. One more time. And I will pull the trigger here. The same time I'm going to get out. At 55, I'm going to jump out. Take a look here. Okay. Alright, just go up one more time for me. There you go. Okay, a little bit higher. Alright, I'm going to take it right here. Ooh, jumped up good there. Alright, 22,000 on the trade. 22,000 today on CHMA, and guess what? We're not done yet. We haven't even gotten to big trade yet. I'm going to get a big trade signal. I'm going to go in with 20,000 shares. I will come back as soon as I've gotten the signal and I've taken the trade. Okay, looking for a big trade signal here on CHMA. Don't have a signal yet. I'm going to go in here with 20,000 shares. At market. Okay, looking for a signal. Okay, I don't have one right now. I will come back. Okay, I have a short signal on CHMA. Just want to check it real quick for something. Okay, yes, it is a full short signal. Let's see if I can maybe get a better entry. Looking to go in here, short. 20,000 shares. Okay, I'm taking it. Okay, I've got 15,600 shares. It's not giving me any more for some reason. Okay, I'll come right back. Okay, this should be good for a lot of ticks here. See if I can calculate it really quick. Okay, this is a big trade using easy entry. This is what I teach in my courses right here, to take this trade. Right here, to go short. It's all about the chart. It's very simple too. My system is saying that it is going to go down, not just go down, but go down big. Let's see here, the gap starts at 625. I'm in at 782 short. Well, there's a very, very real chance that I could get $1 off of this trade here, which would put me at $15,000 on this trade. Very real chance. And you see how it really shot up and I made all that money really quickly? Well, it may do something similar where it goes down, goes down, goes down, and then really shoots down. When it does that, or if it does that, I'll get out right there. And just take the profit right there. Ask questions later. Actually, that would be expected for it to do something like that. That was not expected. I wasn't expecting that to happen, and I got a long signal, but I didn't know it was going to go up $1.60 in 30 seconds. But when it does it, what did I do? Sold. Not hang on, thinking it's going to go even further. Want to learn to trade? You learn how to do the right things. See, I wasn't even using my system at that point. I was just getting out, taking the profit. I say, why? Why not just hold for more? After you get into many trades, you'll see that the vast majority of them will go the opposite direction. Only a small percentage of them will keep on going and do even more. Therefore, if you wanted to do anything, if you wanted to try to capitalize on it, you should go short. When I got out, you would go short. Say, for instance, you weren't in already. It shot way up like that. You saw it happen. You go short. Write it back down. Rest of the day. Pretty decent chance you might get a gap fill. If it happens, you're going to make a lot of money. A lot of money. In one day. Simply by knowing a simple secret on when to get in. These are things that traders learn over time, gain experience. But now just imagine something. My system is, far superior to that. That's one aspect of trading, but how often does moves like this happen? Not that often. And so, you don't want to rely on moves like this in order to make money. You need to have a good quality system, and my system is not only just a good quality system, but it just in every way. It's perfect. It's so simple. It's so easy to do. It's so effective. There's just absolutely no reason to use anything other than my system of trading. Anyway, short 15,600 shares here. Just going to write this down. I'm looking at possibly making $1 on this 100 ticks, which would be $15,600 trade if it were to happen. But we will see how much it wants to move down here. I will come back. Okay, it is starting to move down here. See if I can come up with a target. See, when I come up with a target, what am I trying to do? Am I trying to get as many ticks as absolute possible from the trade? No. Am I trying to play conservative and just sort of take a few ticks off the trade? No. I'm trying to find a place on the chart where it would come down to most of the time, or up to most of the time. Not all the time, but how about 70% of the time, 80% of the time? If I can get that, then you can use that to your advantage. And I would say that I should be able to hit $7 coming down here with a very good chance, like about 70 and even 80%. So 7 and even 8 times out of 10, I'm going to be able to hit that 7. Now, if I go for more than that, I could still hit it, but the chances of success will reduce to something more like 60%, all the way down to 50%. All of a sudden the mathematics are reducing as I go lower and lower. But if I can keep the math high, where I can win most of the time, and set it there and take that profit most of the time, now you have a mathematical winning system. You don't try to go for the home runs. You just need to hit the trade most of the time. My system is perfect for getting the entry and getting it right most of the time. But the exit is something that has to be a little more practiced. And so it takes a little, well, actually you can be more mathematical about it. You can measure it, what the instrument is good for, and then use that calculation on your exit. And this works very good. But since I know that I have a big trade short, and I can see that it's gapped way up, coming down to about 7. It won't even come close to filling halfway on the gap yet. So the math on it is good. Coming down a little lower to 675 is still pretty good. Probably got about 60% chance of hitting that. And then all the way down below that to 625 would just be maybe a 50% chance at best. Probably about 40%, 30%. But at 7, you keep the math high. You're sitting at about at least 70, if not 80% right there at 7. So that's my target. At 7, should be able to hit that. And at that exit down there, I'm going to make a lot of money with 15,600. So now how do you play this then? I set the target. How do you play this? You relax. Don't let it be about money now. Just let it be about the chart. Let it be about the system, not about the money. Try to take the money equation out of it as much as you can. And just focus directly on the chart and the trade itself. Now remember something now. This is a big trade with an easy entry. What does that mean? Well, that means already this trade has about an 80% success rate. Now it's just a matter of how far down will it go. Will it go down $1? Could, very well could. It could go down $2. But what's it likely to go down? 7. See, there's a magical number, magical area where I think some people call it the sweet spot, where you want to take the trade. Now sometimes when it gets down there and you're saying, okay, I'm ready to get out, but what's the signal? Is there a market master long, short? And it gives another short. Okay, we'll hold it for more then. Now follow it down. And first market master long, get out. And sometimes you can get, 5, 6 market master shorts in a row and just keep on going. But just get ready to take the trade and get out for the profit. Now imagine how many people are trading this right now, CHMA, and they're wondering, is this thing going to go down? Is it going to go up? What's it going to do? But they don't really know. Imagine what would it be worth to them if they knew this was going to go down. That'd be worth a lot to anybody, right? Well, you see me, I got 15,600 shares of this thing to go down. It's because why? It's because I know it's going to go down. You say, that's impossible. Buy my system, buy my big trade, then tell me it's impossible. You won't be able to. You'll be amazed and very happy that you just learned some incredible information. This is going to go down. It's just a question of how many ticks. That's the only question. It could only go down a short amount. It's a possibility. It's not likely though. It could go down a lot. Again, not likely though. But go down to about 7. 675. Pretty likely. It's called going with the math. Always playing the math and going with the math. If the math says go here, where do you get out? Here. Math, of course, taking into account what would be the price that I could get out at, or how many ticks could I get out at that would work most of the time. That's how many ticks you go for. Why? Because each trade then is successful. You successfully get in, you successfully get out, you have a profit. That's the simplicity of trading. All you need to do is be a master of that. Master of getting in, and a master of getting out, and you make a profit. You don't have to be a master at anything else. Just that. Now get my system, and I will show you, teach you how to be a master. For real. You're going to be amazed at what I teach you in my courses. You can see on the chart here, it's moving back up, right? You know, why should I hold? Why not get out? Might lose money. You know? Fear, fear, fear. Uncertainty, uncertainty, right? You're playing with the money. What should you do? You throw all that stuff away. You don't need to trade like that anymore. Not with my discovery. Now I'll teach you how to trade, in a sense, mathematically, but very simple math. For instance, you know, if it's not a short, it's a long. In other words, it's still always what the signal says it is until the signal is changed to another signal. Only then would it change, not it going up and down. Just like right now, it's going up, or trying to. Actually, it's going down right now, but it was going up. You know, how do you know not to get out? How do you know not to go long? Maybe it's going to bounce. You know, maybe this was the bottom. It's going to start bouncing up. I wonder how many people are taking that trade right now. And little do they know, they're all going to get it wrong. Because they don't know Trader X's day trading the chart trading system. But if they did, they would know that this is going to go down. In a big way too, not just down, but a lot down. So, that's what it's like to know something in trading, which seems impossible, but upon closer inspection, you will find that it is not impossible. And these videos that I am doing are showing in real time that it is not impossible. That I can get these trades right over and over and over again. All because I discovered a secret about the chart. And I developed it into a trading system that you can take advantage of. In my opinion, all traders in the world should be using my system. I mean, and unless of course they already have a system that works really super well. Oh, well then you don't need to use my system then. I mean, all you really do need is a system that works really super well. You don't need anything more than that. But if somebody didn't have that, then yeah, I would highly recommend my system. Because why? Because it's the best there is. And it's the easiest there is. That's why. And then trading becomes relatively easy. If you can do like I'm doing. Don't stress out about the trade at all. Don't even worry about it. See how it's coming down? But you already knew it was going to come down. Say, how? Like I said, I discovered a secret. I'll teach you the secret. My courses are relatively inexpensive. And I will teach you the secret so that you can learn how to do what I'm doing. How to trade like I'm trading without all this stress and emotion and fear. Should you get out? Shouldn't you get out? You get out and it keeps going, and you kick yourself. Then you make the mistake and hold, and and you lose a bunch of money. You kick yourself. and you say, wow, trading just isn't for me, I can't do it, right? A lot of people are like that, you know. All I can say is if you have the right trading system, it doesn't have to be that way. You can know what direction it's going to go. Like, look, it's going back up again. Maybe it's going to bounce now. See, if everybody knew which direction it was going to go, everybody would go in that direction, right? But they don't. And it's easy to get tricked by the chart or by the direction or by the momentum or whatever. And you get, like for instance, I wonder how many people bought right up here. When it shot up here, how many people just started buying and bought all the way up to the top? And then now what are they doing? They're still holding. And now it's going to go down. And they're going to still hold from way up here. Why do they do that? Because they don't know any better. You know, they don't know what to do. They're just trying to make some money, and they're just trying to buy and hold, and hopefully they're going to make some money, they think. And maybe they will. Maybe this thing will keep on going, and maybe they will make money in a year, 2 years, whatever. But as a trader, we don't look that long term. At least not as a general rule. I do, but only on certain occasions. You know, I'll use my big trade entry. Like for instance, this was a short, right? So I wouldn't want to buy it now. But let's say it wasn't a short. Let's say it was a long. And let's say I believed in the company or what they were doing or whatever. I just thought the chart was good or the news was good or whatever. And I want to invest in it. I would use my big trade entry into it. So when I got a big trade long, I would take it long. It would go up quite a bit. And I would normally just get out. But instead of getting out, I would hold it. Place a break-even stop on it. And then let it go. If it keeps on going up, well, then I'm invested. If it doesn't, comes back down to my break-even stop, well, then I didn't lose any money on the trade. So that's how I would do it. That's how I do it, and how I would recommend doing it. Investing. Okay, this thing is just going sideways. I'm going to exit the trade here. Alright, getting out. Take a little bit of a loss on it here. But the market's not going to be open for very much longer, and it's just not coming down. It's just going sideways the whole entire time. Okay, I'm all the way out. 19,522 today on this stock, CHMA. It's the only stock I traded today, and I didn't do as well on it as I had hoped. I was hoping to have a $30,000 day on this thing, but it just didn't happen. Like you can see, it just went sideways the whole day. Anyway, no big deal. It's summertime. These things do happen during the summer. When it starts to pick back up again, it'll get a lot better. Anyway, Trader X, day trading the chart. All done trading for today, Tuesday, July 23rd, 2019. And I will be back tomorrow to do some more trading. To your trading success from Trader X at Day Trading the Chart. See you tomorrow.